Hello everyone, welcome back to my channels. Today we will discuss about the roles and permissions. So on the last class we have discussed about the logins. In the logins, as we can expand, we can able to see here the few logins we have created. But these logins can't able to access a particular database until unless we or the DBAs give the permissions. Suppose any developer, suppose here's a developer named Richard. He wants to access the database. Here they expand the database. He want to write some you want to test any of the database, so we have to give the access first, and then but before giving the access we need to understand that what kind of the roles and permissions we can able to give. So in the roles means it's a permission. There are two types of permissions are there. One is server level permissions. In this server we can able to give server level permissions, and another in the database level permissions. So on the first we will discuss about the server level permissions. Once we expand the security, here you got the logins, and below the logins here you got the server roles. In the server roles, here you can able to we can able to ignore, it's not required. But what are the server roles over here in the below? These are all the permissions. Means what kind of the permissions, suppose there is a users, what kind of the permissions he can able to access, what kind of the permissions he wants. Suppose he want to run some script, so there is a different permissions, different kind of permissions we have to give. Suppose you want to create the database, different kind of the permissions we need to provide to him. If you want to delete some database, you want to run some scripts, you want to delete some transactions, so for that we have to give the different permissions are there. So on the servers we have to provide the particular level of the permissions. Here is all the permissions there, and they are there. As a DBA you should have to know that this kind of the permissions are there. What are the permissions? Like bulkadmin, dbcreator, diskadmin, processadmin, public, securityadmin, serveradmin, setupadmin, sysadmin. Okay, so basically this public is by default whenever you created any logins. If you can able to see, I'm minimizing it again, I'm opening the logins. So suppose there is a Richard or any, opening it, right click, here is the properties. Once you open the properties, in the server role, here is a tab server roles. In the server roles we can able to see that what access he have got. So when you create any logins, by default it got the public. Okay, by default it got the public. Even public has no means power, that's kind of power you can say. Public have no it's just by default. Apart from that, security admin, server admin, sysadmin, setup admin, this bulk admin, dbcreator, this is we haven't provided it, so I'm canceling it. So today we will expanding the server role. This server roles we are providing to the users on the particular logins to access the particular database. So today we will discuss each and every logins. Okay, let's run the script one. There is one script through which we can able to understand each and every roles function. sp space SRVR role permission. Then you can directly drag and drop this bulk admin, or just put it over here, right, and run this command. So bulk admin, what is the function of the bulk admin? If we give access to this bulk admin to any particular logins, what he can able to do, he can add a member to a bulk admin. That means if he got this permissions bulk admin, then he can able to add some other logins to the bulk admin, and he can able to insert the bulk transactions. Okay, if you want to transact, you want to test, suppose any developer is there, if we given this access, then he can able to insert the transaction, as well as he can able to give permissions to others. How can we give permissions to others? How can we give this access? Suppose any developer, he want access for bulk admin. So how can we provide the bulk admin? As here we can able to see the logins, Richard, right click, properties. So previously we have seen in the server roles, you've seen only public, so you have to give bulk admin. Just click on the bulk admin. If you want to script it out. If you want to directly give the access, click on OK. Let first script it out. Let's crossover. So here's a script alter server server bulk admin add member Richard, and here in the database master. So I am executing this. So it's completed. Now just refresh the server again, open the logins, and here is the Richard logins. Let's see whether he got in the server role. So you have got the server role. Now this Richard can able to run the bulk transactions, and can also he give some other logins, some other peoples to bulk add. So hope this one cleared. Now we are moving to the second one, server role. Here is the DB creator. Now let's see what DB creator do. Here is the DB creator I am writing over here. Okay. So DB creator have, these are all the functions. What he can able to, if the DB creator access we have given, then he can able to add other members to the DB creator. And what he can able to do, alter the database, create the database, drop the database, extend the database, restore logs, sp underscore rename the database. So these are all the activities he can able to do if we give access DB creator. Okay, now we are moving to the third one, diskadmin. Now let's remove diskadmin. So what is the function of the diskadmin? If we give access to any logins, any users to the diskadmin, then he can able to add diskadmin to the other members. And what diskadmin can do, disk int sp underscore add dump device, sp underscore disk default, sp underscore drop device. He can able to drop the devices. Okay, now we are getting processadmin. Processadmin, processadmin. Now the processadmin is very important. How he can able to add member to the processadmin, and if we give this processadmin access to any logins, he can able to kill the session, kill the transactions. But generally we not recommend to give this until unless the server owner or the application owner give approval. Before giving access to any logins in organization, what we generally do before giving access to any logins, we have to take permission from the server owner or from the application owner who is the owner of this server. Okay, so through this process admin we are giving access to kill the transactions. Okay, next we are coming public. So public by default it's gone. Let's see what public access we are given. So public is not a no fixed role. This is not a fixed role. Okay, so this is by default. Now security admin, we are coming in the security admin. Security admin. So here is the security admin. What are the functions? These are all the functions. He can able to access, grant, deny, revoke the create database. He can able to grant or deny or revoke the databases. Then add linked server logins, default DB, default language, deny login, drop link servers, then drop login, drop remote login, grant login, help logins, sp underscore password. He can able to reset the password also, revoke the logins. That means most we have given, most of the access we have given once if we got the access for security admin. Now server admin, we are giving server admin. Execute it. So by the server admin, what are the access he can give? dbcc free pros cache, he can clear the cache. Okay, while in the it's a part of the temp DBs. Then he can reconfigure, he can shut down the server. Means if he get the admin, then he can shut down any database or he can shut down the server. Then sp underscore config, then sp underscore full text service, and sp underscore table option. He can able to give the access of table options. Server admin is done. Now we are setupadmin and sysadmin. Setupadmin. So setup admins, what are the permissions have? Add members to the setup admins, and he can able to add, drop, configure linked servers. Linked server is one other part I will cover later. He can able to do these are all the activities in the linked servers. And setup admin marked as a stored procedure as a startup. He can able to mark the stored procedure as a startup. Okay. Now sysadmin is the highest privilege for any access. If we given anyone to the sysadmin, he can able to operate all the things in the servers inside the, for all the databases, all the tables, all the stored procedures he can able to access. Sysadmin is the highest privilege. We don't recommend to give anyone until unless application owner give approval on that. We generally we have the access as a DBA, we have the access of the sysadmin. We can able to do anything in this server or in any database, but we don't recommend to give any other people. Sysadmin is the highest privileges. Next, DB underscore owner, that will come in the database role. So let's see what are the access give the sysadmin. These are all the access of the sysadmin. It's very big. Extend procedures, member to the bulk admin, data manager, database co-connector, member to the dbcreator, definitions, diskadmin, login manager, permission. These are innumerable permissions are there on the sysadmin, like database reader, writer, admin, deny reader, data writer, db underscore owner is also come inside it. Everything, alter, revoke, backup log, bulk insert, backup database, can connect any database, checkpoints, everything. So we generally don't recommend to give this sysadmin access to any users or any logins. That means he can able to do anything. So sysadmin is the highest privileges in the server role. And after that there is come db underscore owner, that's a database role. So today we have discussed this server roles, and in the next class we come over here in the database. Here in the database, if you go into the security, here in the login in the server roles, wait, suppose in the database, if you expand the database, here you can able to see the security, and the security expand, here is the roles. Expand the roles in the database roles, then expand the database roles. Here we can able to see, give, these are all the things of database. So in the next class we will discuss about this database role, but today whatever the we have discussed, these are all related with the server permissions. So hope you understand this classes. If you want to prepare for the DBA interview from 2 years, or from the freshers from 2 years to 9 years of experience, just ping me. I'll just provide the interview questions list. So thank you very much. Subscribe to DBA Guardians.